end zone, we can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. Off we go in a tropical rain here in Tampa. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He's got room to run right at the start. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
A gain of 18 on the way. First down, Dallas.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. 8
yards on the pickup, brings up second and
2. On the ground, the goal for Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
From the 34, here's second and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Tyke Smith, they're on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Cowboys first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, it's White. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, here's McCarthy. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing.
To the end zone, it's intercepted.
That keeps the score. Cowboys 6, Buccaneers nothing.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back, and they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
70, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 18 Pioneer.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. Complete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football as they've got it with 4th down coming up. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
Let's go. Let's go.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense.
And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Dallas. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second down and 3.
Go ahead. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7.
All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Watson, Oscar. Solo left Zion. Out.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Solid right there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Zion McCollum there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Moving outside the pocket, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. 3rd and long.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Unloads downfield, looking for Nacua. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On the coverage.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt.
In punt formation.
This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Ready. Out.
Now 1st down throw for Tua. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
All right, come on.
Tua now on 1st down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Tua to throw again. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Tampa Bay. To return, it is Turpin. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Third down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. One more time. They'll keep it on the ground. Whoa. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Gibbs. Whoa. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The third quarter begins with a run. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 21, here's second and 9.
Ready. Ready. Whoa. Out.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
Ready. Out.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. He did not. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it'll be fourth down.
They're right here.
They're going to go. It's Tua. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Oh, the ball's out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Drive will start on the ground. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
He'll run straight ahead with Miller. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Ready. Ready. Out.
Now give on the ground, and he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
All right. Out. Hey, 21 TA.
Tua now on 3rd down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Clement. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Forced to his right. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. In motion, it's Robinson. on 3rd and long. Here's McCarthy. He's going to air this one out. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
You know, so far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
It's a turnover on downs.
He'll get this out to the left route. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Buccaneers' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. Now he'll work his way out right. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Ready.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Going up top. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Hey, 21 T. 22.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
Let's go. All right. 18. Out.
Again, it's Tua. To the left side, he's got Komet. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
They come up for 2nd and 2.
All right, come on. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Out.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 2.
20 TX. Hey, get set. Out. Out.
Throwing again, it's Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
And now you get the pick 6, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2. That'll be caught, and he is not going to get in. Stop on the tries for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Hut.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3.
They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, talk things over before 3rd down.
Yeah, ready.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready, team.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's a short throw, caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now the Bucs will take their first time out. The clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
One last throw here for Tua. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it.